and welcome to Mixed Mediology. Today's video is Vlogoween Day 6. So I just wanted to clarify the numbering on the Vlogoween videos. So I just realized that there's no Vlogoween Day 4, and that's because there's a 3 and then no 4 and then a 5, and that's because I was trying to go by the date. So whatever date I'm uploading or recording, I tried to put that as Vlogoween Day whatever, but since I'm not recording every single day, that means my numbers are going to be really off. So what I'm going to do is just label them by episode. So it'll be Vlogoween episode, so this will be 6 moving forward. And I won't have 31 videos because, again, I'm not doing every single day. It's just not possible. But at least that way the numbers will make sense. So if you're watching these and you're like, where the fuck is 4? There is no 4. Sorry. So yeah, that's the deal with the numbers. But anyway, Vlogoween Day 6. Today is really cool because I'm sharing a recipe. Remember, I told you that a lot of my videos might be Halloween recipes because that's really all I can do. But, so today's video is a recipe that I found when I think Christopher was about 6 years old, and he turned 16 in 2 weeks, so about 10 years ago. We discovered this recipe. Every year I used to buy, ooh, that's gonna be another Vlogoween video. I'm gonna show you all my Halloween magazines. Yay, okay, so sorry. I used to buy all of the Halloween magazines, like the Taste of Home, the Better Homes and Gardens, the Martha Stewart. Like, I used to buy all of those Halloween recipe, craft idea magazines back in the day, back before Pinterest, which is now my obsession. So yeah, I have these magazine books from Halloween's past, and one of our favorite recipes from these Halloween books is called Hot Molten Blobs. And I have made these, I've lost count. Anytime we have a party, whether it's for Christopher's birthday or a Halloween party or actually just several times through the year, I'll ask Christopher what he wants and he'll request Hot Molten Blobs. I make this a couple of times a year, every single year, and I make them every Halloween season without fail. So Hot Molten Blobs, basically you take whatever your favorite refrigerator biscuit dough is, or you can make your own homemade biscuits if you have time for that. So your favorite biscuit dough, flatten it out, put it in a muffin tin, fill it with goodies, heat it in the oven, and as the biscuit bakes, the cheese gets all melty and it turns into the hot molten blob, and then it's like and they're so tasty and they're so customizable. Like, you can fill these fucking things with anything you like and they're good. They just taste really good. It's a biscuit, dude. Like it's a biscuit with stuff on it. It's yum. So what I'm going to do today is actually show you 2 of our favorite variations of the Hot Molten Blobs. But again, you could fill these with anything. And if you don't want to take the time to put it in the muffin tin, you could actually make these like little flat pizzas. So you would do the same thing, flatten out the biscuit dough, but instead of putting it into the muffin tins, you just lay it out flat on a cookie sheet and then sprinkle your toppings on top like little mini pizzas. So really customizable, really tasty. Fill them with anything that you like. You could do the 2 that I'm going to do, which is a ham and cheese, or you could do the pizza, which I'm also going to show you. They're great for dipping as well because you can break them into little pieces or just dip the whole thing. They're handheld size. You can dip them in ranch. You can make them like buffalo wing flavored and dip them in ranch. You could dip them in the marinara sauce. You could, I don't know, fill them with hot dogs and ketchup and mustard. You know, like, that's actually kind of gross. But you get my point. Like, you can fill them with the hot dogs and then dip it in ketchup and mustard. Similar to a corn dog. So yeah, they're really tasty. They're super easy, super quick to make, and you can fill them with anything. So come with me to the kitchen and check out how I make the Hot Molten Blobs. The ingredients for this recipe are super simple. You're gonna need some deli ham, your favorite cheese. I'm using Colby Jack, but you could use sharp cheddar, mild cheddar, mozzarella, whatever you like. Pepperoni, I'm using turkey pepperoni, but you could use whatever pepperoni or other pizza toppings that you like. You could use sausage, olives, mushrooms, onions, whatever pizza toppings you like. Tomato sauce or spaghetti sauce. I don't like to buy pre-made processed foods, so I just buy tomato sauce and make my own pizza sauce with that. I might have just said spaghetti sauce. I meant pizza sauce, but you could use spaghetti sauce, I guess. Either tomato sauce or pizza sauce. And then 1 or 2 cans, I'm using 2 because I'm making a big batch, 1 or 2 cans of your favorite refrigerator biscuits. I like the flaky layered ones, but you could get the, you know, the southern style, the buttermilk, whatever kind of frozen biscuit you like, or a homemade biscuit dough. I don't have time to make homemade biscuits today, so I'm actually using the canned biscuits. I tend to use the canned biscuits for this just because it's so much easier for what you have to do. So you want to get all of your ingredients ready. I'm going to take my cheese and cut it into little cubes. You could also shred it. I'm going to start with about half a block, so I cut it into strips. And now I'll cut those strips into strips. You can cube or shred your cheese however you like. Whatever works for you, whatever's easiest for you. Or you could buy the bagged shredded cheese. Next, I want to mix up my pizza sauce. And it only takes a tiny bit of pizza sauce, but I mix the whole can. And then I have it to use later. So I'm going to add some granulated garlic. You could also use garlic powder, but I do not recommend garlic salt. Onion powder, and if you've been watching my videos, you know I don't really measure anything. I just kind of eyeball it. Black pepper. Salt. Basil. Oregano. And parsley. So I mix this all together and then taste it. Sometimes I need to add a little bit more salt because I use the no salt added tomato sauce. But you may not need to add any ingredients or any more salt depending on what your base starts as. I'm gonna add just a little bit more salt, just a tiny bit. Because the ham, the cheese, and the pepperoni are also salty, I don't add a whole lot of salt at all. Okay, I'm going to set that off to the side. I need to dice up my ham. I'm just using thin sliced deli ham. You could use whatever pizza toppings you like here. And it doesn't have to be perfect, just a rough dice to break it up into smaller pieces. Awesome. Oh, and I started with 5 thin slices of deli ham. You can also dice your pepperoni or leave it whole. I'm gonna give mine a quick dice. Now comes the fun part. We get to actually start making our hot molten blobs. So I'm going to open my can of biscuits. I hate doing this. It always freaks me out. It scares the crap out of me. Oh shit, I'm knocking things over. They never pop. Why do they never pop? Have you seen that thing? It's like this is like the Jack in the Box for adults. That's so true. Woo! Okay. So what you want to do is take the individual biscuits. This is 1 biscuit, and I try to find the center point and peel it into 2 pieces. And then you want to flatten it out, spreading from the center out as you go, making it larger. Then give it a little stretch, and once it's nice and flattened out and stretched out, you want to press it into your ungreased muffin cup. Cool, and you'll notice that some of these fill the muffin cups better than others. If your biscuits are a little squished, they may not fill completely, but that's okay, you can still totally use it. Like I said in the intro, I'm making 2 different kinds, so I'm gonna make ham and cheese and pepperoni and cheese. You could totally add the ham and cheese and pepperoni together in each cup. For the pepperoni ones, I'll be using the pizza sauce that I made, but for the ham, you could use honey mustard, you could use any sort of like Alfredo sauce or other cream sauce that you like that goes well with ham and cheese. You could also use the pizza sauce in the ham and cheese, or you can leave them empty except for the ham and cheese, no sauce, which is what I'm going to do. So my ham and cheese won't have any sauce in them, and my pepperoni ones will have the pizza sauce. So now you just want to start filling your cups, and I'm going to do half and half. So I'm going to do 6 ham and 6 pepperoni. And you don't want to be skimping on your filling. So don't be afraid to put some meat and cheese in there. You want to fill up your little cups. Because you don't want it to be just dough. You want actual flavor in there. You want actual meat and fillings. You want the blobbiness of the hot molten blobs to be in there. And I'm trying to break up the ham a little bit so it's not just in a clump. Just trying to spread it around in there a good bit. Okay, so there's my 6 ham. And now I'm going to add just a little bit of pizza sauce to the pepperoni ones. And you can add as little or as much sauce as you like here. I don't like a whole lot of sauce, so I don't add a whole lot of sauce. You just want to spread it so it kind of gets up on the sides a little bit. Whew. Oh my god, I just dumped the bowl of sauce. Fuck. And that, cool friends, is why I do not have a cooking show. Alright, so now I'm going to add my pepperoni. Again, don't be stingy. Add a good bit of pepperoni. I'm adding a good pinch to each one, spreading it around. If a little piece of ham gets in there, it doesn't matter. Okay, now you want to top them all off with a few chunks of cheese, or a good pinch of cheese if you're using shredded cheese. Again, don't be skimpy with the cheese. Alright, now they're all filled with ham, cheese, pepperoni, and sauce. So I'm going to put these in the oven and bake them according to the biscuit label directions, which says bake on, see if I can get that in focus, 350 for 13 to 16 minutes. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer just because the biscuits are full of stuff. So I check them at 13, check them again at 16, and then decide whether or not they need a little bit more time. You want the cheese to be all melted. You want your biscuits to have just a light golden brown to the edges, and you want everything to be nice and bubbly and melty. So I'm going to stick these in the oven and I will show them to you when they're done. Alright, my hot molten blobs are finished. Mine needed to bake for about 22 minutes, and you can see they're just starting to get a little bit of a golden brown color to them. So like I said, because the biscuits are filled with stuff, you might have to bake them for quite a few minutes longer than the actual directions say. So directions said 13 to 16 minutes. Mine baked for 22 minutes. But you can see they plumped up. The gooiness is like blubbering out in its hot molten blobs, and they are so gooey and delicious. Let me see if I can get one out so you can see the gorgeousness. Look at this. Oh my god. See the molten blobbiness. So
hot, hot, hot. I literally just pulled them out of the oven and I don't know why I'm fucking with them, but I am. So that's what they look like inside. And they are so yummy. Okay, I'm gonna let these cool for just a couple minutes. And then we will eat them.
Easy, right? So they're really tasty, really easy, and like I said, you can make them with anything. So fill them with whatever you like, whatever your favorite foods are, you could even fill it with like spinach dip. Ooh, that would be good. Spinach dip and then bake it. Ooh, yeah. Or like brie and cranberry sauce and ooh, yeah. Yeah, see? All kinds of ideas. So, I hope you enjoyed this video today. This is one of our very favorite recipes. Again, I make it every single Halloween season, every single birthday or Halloween party, because Christopher's birthday is in October. His birthday is actually October 25th. He's the week before Halloween. So, yeah, we really like these, and I hope you enjoy them too. Thank you so much for joining me today and hanging out in my kitchen. Remember, if you like what I do here, don't forget to hit the little subscribe button. That way you don't miss anything. And then share it with all of your friends. That way they can hang out with us too. All of the links for all of the places that you can find me and hang out are in the down bar below. So clicky those and then come hang out with me in those places as well. Thank you all so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye!